Welcome to my channel. So for today I have this everyday makeup look. I hope you guys like it. If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up. I have all the products listed down below for you guys, and if you have any suggestions on other looks that you would like to see, please leave them down for me below and I would love to do them for you guys. So if you're interested in achieving this look, please keep watching. Started by moisturizing my face, and I'm going to go in with my Cover FX mattifying primer, and I'm going to apply it in the center of my face. So that is my T-zone, on my chin, and on the center of my forehead. I just want to press the product in. I don't really want to rub it in, just pressing it in. And I'm going to follow with my Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. I'm just going to put a little bit where I have a bit of redness, and I'm going to buff it out with my Face Precision brush from Bare Minerals. Next, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in the shade 238. This is the matte and poreless one, and I'm going to apply it all over my face using the same Face Precision brush. I'm going to just press it into my face. So what I like about this brush is that it's very dense, so the product doesn't get lost in the bristles. This way I can just spread the foundation a little bit before I buff it in, like so. So I spread it a little bit and then I start pressing the foundation in. I find that this keeps it in place instead of it diluting into your face. Making sure that it goes all the way down to my neck because we don't want any lines. We don't want to look like we have a pantomime face. I don't really go to the edges of my forehead just because we're going to bronze that anyways, and since it's a little darker, it makes it a little easier for me to bronze. So I'm going to go back with the same concealer, and by the way, this is in the shade Light and Pale, I believe. If not, I'm going to leave it down below. So I'm just going to put it under my eyes, in the center of my nose, and on the edges because I tend to get a little red. And I'm going to use the same brush, just pressing in the product. I don't really want to move it because I want to make sure that it is light under my eyes. We want to cover up the dark circles. So I'm just pressing it into my skin. To set this concealer, I am going to use my favorite translucent powder, which is the Laura Mercier one. I'm not really going to bake, or I'm baking a little bit, but I'm not going to use too much. I just want to put enough that it will set my concealer. So I'm using a blush brush by E.L.F, which is one of my favorite brushes. It's like $1 or $3 in the pharmacy, and it works just fine. And then I'm going to take a big powder brush by Morphe. I got it in a set, which I will link down below. And I'm just going to use a little bit of the powder to set my whole face. Not too much because it's pretty bright, but just enough so it won't leave me a dewy face. And I'm going to bronze up my face with my RIMMEL bronzer in the shade 022. I'm using an angled brush by Morphe, which is also in the same set as the powder brush. And I'm going to warm up my face, just putting it in the hollows of my cheeks and also on my temples. I'm going to apply a little bit on the sides of my nose and on my chin, just to give my face some color. And I'm following up with my E.L.F. bronzer. It's actually a bronzer and a blush, and it's in the shade St. Lucia. I'm going to take the same angled brush and just curve out the hollows of my cheek. We want to just sculpt our face a little bit just so we look a little slimmer. So I'm going to put it in the hollows of my cheeks. I'm going to put a little bit on the temples, on my temples, and also on my jawline, just to create an appearance of a no double chin, because you know, you want to look a little snatched for the summer. And now I'm just wiping off the excess powder that I put under my eyes. So we're gonna move along by putting a little bit of Sweet as Cocoa by M.A.C. And I'm using the same angled brush. I'm just gonna put a little bit, but you can build this blush up if you want to too. But for the sake of this look, I'm just going to put a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. I love this blush. And then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. I believe the shade is in medium brown or dark brown. I will leave it down below. So I want to start with the bottom of my eyebrows just because they are not even. But I'm going to try my best to just make them appear to be. And this is a very long process, but I'm going to speed it up a little bit for you guys. The struggle is real. I'm gonna apply on my lips. On my lips, I am applying M.A.C Velvet Teddy, which is a very natural nudie pink. I'm trying to line my lips a little bit. It's a little hard because it's a lipstick, it's not a lip liner, but this is a natural look, so it doesn't really matter. And then I'm also taking a regular black liner. I believe it's an Avon liner, and I just want to line the waterline or my eyes, you know, my water lines, but just a little bit, not too harsh. And I'm using the Hourglass highlighter. I believe the shade is Brilliant Strobe Light. I will link it down below. Oh, look at that smoke. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the highest parts of my cheeks, on the tip of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. We just want to highlight just a little bit. We don't want to overdo it because this is a natural look, so we're not trying to look like an anime here. And I'm gonna go back in with Velvet Teddy just to make sure that it is all set. This is the finished look. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up down below. I hope you enjoyed this look, and I hope you guys tune in for the next one. Thank you for watching.